whoever wants to start.
Coach, obviously, it's 42-42. You call the timeout and get it done. And then, your older guys kind of hit some. I imagine there are points in every game, and where you could go either way. And with your older guys, you almost expect them to, at those moments to make plays.
Well, with Tom just talked about, we've won these road games, and you do that with experience. You got guys that have been through it. They're poised. They stay focused. They disciplined on defense. You only have a chance if you guard on the road, and to give you a chance. And we had a 7-point lead, I think, and we subbed. Dean needed to come out. Barry got his third. I think Mac. We had so many guys with foul trouble. And they went on a quick run, and these guys went out. The dunk, Dean hit Xavier for the 3, and it went to 5, and then that went to 14. And I think with West Virginia, if you watch them, and you do, there's always a breaking point where somebody just kind of takes it over. Tennessee, they're playing with them, and all of a sudden, Texas, it was a 4-point game at halftime, and all of a sudden it's the 16-18, and I was surprised. All of a sudden I look at the scoreboard and boom, we're up 14 and 16, and even missed up a couple plays. But these guys, a lot of credit. Barry's an unbelievable leader. Just been amazing, and I got to give Cam and Dean a lot of credit for playing. I didn't know if they would play as of today, and they both played and did a great job. Now we got to see, after a 3-hour flight home, how they're doing tomorrow morning. But we do have a couple days off where hopefully they can recover and get back and practice a little bit on Thursday and get ready for Oklahoma State on Friday.
Coach, a lot of things to work on, I'm sure, but how relieved are you to get out of here with a win, considering the health like you're talking about, the short turnaround?
Yeah, I guess I made a good decision. We came out Saturday night after our game. You made that decision a long time ago, but I saw 4 out of 5 on the road. A Saturday, Monday, the longest trip in the league, and I said, get out here, really get focused, get away from all the chatter and talk, and be prepared. And hopefully it worked. I don't know, the players could probably tell you better, but it was a gutsy win. We knew that they battled everyone. Kansas kind of jumped on him the other day, but he's going to get them to play, and we battled. I thought their defense was way better in the first half than it's been. They did a lot of good things. We had no answer for Culver except just keep putting more guys in to foul him, I guess. So, but finally, we made the run. Barry made big plays. Cam made big plays. Xavier, after, what did we miss? 6 dunks, 5 dunks. And Xavier, after those air ball layups or whatever in the first half, was huge in the second half. I think 16 points, 5 threes in that run.
Bruce, now that you played him twice, you mentioned Derek Culver. What are your impressions of him?
Well, the other day, the coaches, where we were talking, actually last night, we were talking after our film session about who's going to be all freshman, who's going to be newcomer, and all that stuff. And they said Culver, and I said, Culver, Texas Tech, he's not a freshman. And they said, no, Culver from West Virginia. I said, he's not a freshman. And they said, yes, he is, coach. And so, he's just a man. He plays hard. Obviously, with, big fella out, he's had to play more, but, for their future, he's somebody it's going to be really tough to deal with for the next 4 years. I dread it. Like I said, we got to have enough big guys to just keep fouling them and battling them.
Bruce, you just kind of mentioned it there, league honors. The way Barry's playing right now, do you think he's up there with the best people in the league?
Oh, I think so. There's no doubt. He's played at a high level. He's been a great leader for us. He plays both ends of the court. Javon Carter was here today after our shoot around, and Barry and I just kind of joked about it. They had unbelievable battles back and forth when they went at each other, and both very similar. But you want honors, you got to win, and you got to that's the big thing. You got to keep winning, and if he keeps playing at this high level, and we get everyone to chip in. That was the big thing. We got everybody to give a little bit we use guys that haven't played in a long time, and they all helped us get a win.
Barry, I don't know if you believe in jinxes, but you were 1 out of 15 in this building from the floor before tonight. Does that stuff even register when you've been here 3 times and you're like, do you even draw up on that at all?
I do, man. I thought about it. I hadn't ever played well here. On the offensive end, I would say, in my 4 years, and so I kind of just wanted to kind of let the game come and just kind of let it flow and flow and flow and try to make the right passes early. I came out, first play of the game, turnover. Then I got tripped up, fell, and I was just like, oh my God, come on, Barry, come on. So I talked to my coaches, got my head back right, and I was able to finish on a strong note, I feel like.
There was like a 19-2 run there that got you guys pulled ahead there in that stretch. What do you think the keys were, during those moments?
We were getting a lot of the shutouts, man. Trying to hold them to one shot, get the rebound and push it. I mean, they have 4 to 5 guys probably crashing glass every time, and so we secure that rebound early, kick it out, and it's 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, and stuff like that. And even when we didn't have that, we were able to execute our stuff and get wide open shots, dunk downs, layups and dunks and threes and stuff like that.
Barry, do you think your ability to hit so many deep jumpers and score in the mid-range helps you against defenses that don't see that very often?
Oh yeah, it's kind of a lost art, I don't feel like a lot of people shoot mid-range is kind of like all the way to the basket or threes. So I feel like the mid-range is just another way to get your shot off. It's different, like you said. Not a lot of people shoot that shot. Analytics and stuff like that, especially the deep twos and stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, it's a lost art, and I feel like it kind of helps me just get going, get in a good rhythm.
Barry, Bob Huggins made repeated comparisons to you and Javon Carter, as your coach kind of touched on a little bit. How do you feel about those comparisons?
I appreciate it, man. Javon Carter, man, I know he left a legacy here. This jersey could be probably in a Raptors someday here at West Virginia. Just being that dog, man, playing both ends of the floor, being a tremendous leader for the team. And they also won. So, I mean, I'm humbled. I'm honored about it.
Barry,
How did playing in this building this year compare to the other 3 years? Is there, kind of having a down year? I mean, did that even factor in, or?
No, it didn't factor in at all, man. But I mean, I love playing against him. Honestly, it was kind of just like that. I knew it was gonna be a tough game. It was gonna be 2 people really wanting to stop each other, and so it was just fun mentally. Here and in Bramlage, it's just a fun game to play against him. But I mean, the atmosphere was still crazy. I mean, the fans were here. They still play hard. They still play defense. They like I said, I turned the ball over early and stuff like that. But just me mentally, that one-on-one matchup was always fun.
Barry, I think you guys were up maybe 7 around the 12-minute mark when you went out. I saw you talking to your team while you were on the bench and then during the timeout. Do you remember what you were saying as West Virginia got back in that game and just the kind of leadership you were showing in that moment?
I don't honestly. I don't know. I think I was talking to X. Honestly, I was trying to get him going mentally. I feel like he was down a little bit, missed some shots, missed assignment on defense. They got a 3, a layup, and stuff like that. So I was trying to get him going because I think at the time he might have been the oldest one out there. So get him going, and then he gets the rest of the guys going.
Bruce, you didn't seem all that optimistic about Dean's Foot the other night, but he played over 30 minutes today. Was it better than you imagined?
You just got to give him credit to come back, and Luke, our trainer, and Doc McAtee came out for the trip, and really put some time with him and made and you guys don't even know Cam had a foot injury too in the game, so both of them were very questionable. Did nothing yesterday. Cam shot around a little bit. Dean kind of shot free throws today, so proud of them that both of them would step up and play the way they did, because we needed them tonight to get over the hump, and it was good to see Cam get going a little bit down the stretch. So I did remind them about the scores of the last 3 years. And they kicked our butts, and it wasn't even close, and they knew it. And I think it's, I've always compared Barry to Javon, and I told Javon, and I know Jerry West is special and Hot Rod, but what he's done here, he deserves something up there. I don't know if it's a statue, but he deserves to be up in that rafters because he did so much for West Virginia basketball.
Bruce, going back to the first time you guys played this season, you guys had that big comeback in the second half. How important was that as kind of a springboard into league play with you guys right in the thick of the
It was a season-saving, changing moment, and a lot of it him, Mike McGurl, one with 29, one with 18, game winner, 2 in one week for Barry. It obviously changed everything, and the one thing, we've been pretty good defensively, but tonight I thought that was key. We had to guard them. You win on the road because you defend, and then. But since that moment, I think, and Barry talked about it a little bit, we passed the ball so much better, sharing the ball, getting it to people, making that extra pass, which has been a key for our success.
The depth at the big position at the 5 obviously was very tested today. I don't know, what more do you want to see out of the guys when they do have to come in and give you minutes?
Well, just battle. It was Levi had 4, James had 4, Nigel got a few, Austin got in, got a rebound. We just said everyone's got to do something for us tonight. We thought that was so important, and again, it's that's how you win. We're a great team, and Barry talks all the time about brotherhood and family and all that stuff, and I kind of challenged them that's got to be the thing that makes us special. And when everybody chips in like that, it really helps. There's no doubt.
Barry, I know fans are focused on a Big 12 championship. Is that something you guys are focusing on yourself right now?
Man, we're just focused trying to get better day by day, and our focus right now, we just won this game, and we got Oklahoma State coming up next, and so that's our priority. Once we get back and get settled, and start going over the things we need to improve on and win again. So, right now we're just worried about getting better day by day, and we're going to let the chips fall where they may if we continue to get better.
Anything else for these guys? Okay, thanks.